We're joined now by Reverend Marc Lyden-Smith and Reverend John Moriarty. Guys, you're about to be ordained for priesthood. The question is, you're coming now near to the end of your time at seminary. How do you feel about that?
It really feels like the right time. It surprised me that 6 years ago it seemed like a long way in the future. As the time's gone on, it's gone very, very quickly. I didn't know that I'd be ready to finish at the end of 6 years, but now it's surprising. It just sort of feels like it's the right time, natural time to move on. It's been a great time here, and I'm looking forward to putting it into practice in the parish now. And
what about yourself, Mark? Do you feel nervous about going out there?
Yes and no. I mean, like John, I look back now and I think it's time to start move on. And I'm looking forward to putting into practice all the things that we've done in seminary and start working in a parish. Obviously, there's a few insecurities as you go out there. You think, am I ready to do all this? But by and large, I'm excited to move on.
You've obviously been in seminary for quite a few years now.
7 long years.
What has sustained your vocation? What has kept the fire alive?
Well, for me, it's changed. I think the reasons why I entered seminary are completely different to the reasons why I'm still here. And when I think back to my knowledge of the church and my knowledge of my own faith when I first began this journey of discernment towards priesthood, I didn't really have a great wealth of knowledge about the church. I didn't know a great deal about my own faith, really, and I didn't have the terminology to be able to express it. And now I do. I feel confident in my own faith and have the terminology and understand it a lot more. I've grown in my faith during seminary because you have the space and the opportunity to reflect and to pray and to learn more about yourself. And different ways of praying have been highlighted during my time in seminary. So reasons have changed and developed through my time.
Yeah, I'd say, like Mark, sort of growth in faith and growth in prayer and understanding have been really important to me during my time in seminary. But I think also the support I've had from so many people in the different places I've come across in the church, and especially I think in the pastoral placements in parishes and out in the vineyard, I suppose, sort of working with people, and the support and the experience of that has been real sort of foundation for what's kept me here.
Last summer, both of you, I was witness to it, both of you took a vow of celibacy. Can't believe you went through with it, but no, both of you took a vow of celibacy.
We had our fingers crossed.
You both took a vow of celibacy. How is that? How is life with that commitment?
I was surprised at the ordination about the fact that I wasn't nervous about it at all. I think that sort of the celibacy is really a major part of what's going on in that stage and the commitment that you're making and everything. I think I was ready for it. It's 6 years in the making, 6 years knowing that moment's coming and sort of preparing for it and building up to it and discerning that this is the right thing for me. It sort of made that moment much easier. And looking back now, I can say that it's also a source of grace and, strength and support in my life since then, having made that promise at ordination.
Yeah, I mean, it becomes part of your life during the process of discernment, I think. I mean, we've both done 6 years now, John, of human development, where we've looked at all aspects of sexuality, and obviously celibacy is an important issue that comes up in human development and in spirituality classes during the years here. So you take things on board. That doesn't mean that it's easy, and it doesn't mean that it's not a challenge, but it's part of the culture that we belong to, and we see the advantages of what it can do when working for the people of God, being available at all times to serve God's people in the parish. And also it helps us, I think, to grow as individuals. It allows space for prayer.
And finally, there's going to be guys out there thinking about coming forward for priesthood, for diaconate, and thinking 6-7 years is a long time. What advice would you give them?
Well, it is a long time, but as we both said, I mean, it feels like only yesterday that we arrived here, but it has went quick, and I think it's well worth trying it. If you feel called to enter into the process of discernment, then don't run away from it. Get in touch with your vocations director, go to discernment weekends, get to know other people that are on this process, and pray, most importantly.
Reverend John, Reverend Marc, thank you very much for joining us.
Thanks.
Thank you.